All righty, we are live and I'm starting the recording also. Hello and welcome everybody. We're so excited. I'm Brenny Larson, the host of the Builderall Mastery Summit. And today you get to learn from Ruben Santiago. You are in for a treat. Let me give you a quick little background on him so you know what you're going to be in for. So he's a strategic digital marketing business coach and advisor for professionals and professional service firms. Through his company, Marketing Automation Systems, we love automation, don't we? Ruben offers his clients the marketing and the automation medium between their services, their knowledge experiences, or products to their target audience. Yeah, target audience. If you don't know about target audience, this is really important. He travels the U.S. and the globe, as we well know, because we just had a panelist jump in and say hello. And he teaches digital marketing and marketing automation systems. He is a leader in network marketing world with an active group of 8,500 monthly active distributors. But if you're not in multi-level, don't leave, guys. This presentation is for you if you want to discover this. 2 most important things you must do to be successful in the industry, so you'll discover how to position yourself as a leader. It's important to be a leader regardless if you're in multi-level or not, and how to use tools to build your business and additional income streams. Gee, I wonder what tools he's going to talk about. Hey, Ruben, thanks for taking the time out of your busy day. And he's so awesome, guys. He actually had everything in Spanish and took the time to make it English version for those of us that don't speak fluent Spanish. I read Spanish well, don't speak it. So I'm going to turn it over now to Ruben. Make sure, guys, post your questions on the Facebook group and also here, because we're going to make sure to answer them all. All right, Ruben, take it away.
Thank you so much. I think they can see my screen right now, correct? I want to make sure that everybody let me know on the chat. I'm not looking at Facebook, so I'm looking at the Zoom webinar chart. Let me see if you can all see my screen. Yes, you can see my screen and you can hear me well. Outstanding. Thank you so much for letting me know there. Fantastic. Well, listen, you know, I actually sent the message, and this is very informal. We're going to keep it family, okay? So yesterday I sent a message to Brenda and said, when am I speaking? And she goes, oh, tomorrow. So I'm going like, oh, okay. So I figured not a big deal. Okay, so yesterday I sent a message to Brenda. We have a open mic somewhere. Oh, tomorrow. So I'm going like, oh, okay. So I figured not a big deal. Okay, so who has an open mic in the background? We have a open mic somewhere. Oh, tomorrow. So I'm going. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. So and I said, great. I don't have a problem. We'll take care of this later. So then this morning, I look at my slides, and they're all in Spanish from the last couple of presentations I've done. So this afternoon, right after lunch, I said, let me translate as many of these as I can. So here we go. But what I want to do is deliver value to you. First thing I'm going to do is, as Brady said, I'm going to show you, and we're going to talk about how to, here we go. Here's the slide. How to build your network marketing company without talking to friends and family and spending $15,000. Why is this important? Because everything that I've said in here has a specific meaning. Okay, I have spent in upwards of $15,000 to, promote a venture that it ended up panning out to do nothing. And in the process, I became an honorary member of the NFL club. You all know what that means. That means that no friends left, right? So we've all been there. So let me know here in the chat if anybody can relate to the NFL club. I mean, this NFL club, that no friends left. Because we got people right here. Been there, done that. Yeah, Brandy says it's true. Just laughing. Yes, yes, yes. So we've all been there, okay, where friends don't want to hear what we have to say anymore because we lose credibility. So we're going to take care of that. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Ruben. I've been in the network marketing industry for over 20 years, 25 years, actually. I built 2 large network marketing companies as a distributor, one of them with 8,500 active distributors all over the world. I've actually open countries for these network marketing companies. One of them is very well known and over 50 years old. And the second one, I am the one who received all the product in Miami. I'm the one who shipped 4 containers a month of product to another country and had the distribution network set up there because the company couldn't. But I saw the potential and I saw that we could. So we did it. Now, having said that, I don't recommend anybody to do it, and I will never do it again. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Okay, but then I had the opportunity to become a founder of one, and I'm on an advisory board of a second one right now that is going to be launching to market really soon. But anyhow, having said that, I have experience. I've been in the industry. I burned the bridges, and I want to show you how not to burn the bridges. And what we need is we need someone. We need a spotter. We need somebody out there that is going to help us see better. Because sometimes who we are targeting is not in reality who we need to be targeting. But before we go any further, let's dissipate a little bit of the myth that we have that we can really multitask. We have one brain. Our brain can only process one function at a time. It is not a multiprocessor. It's not something that it can do. So right now I'm going to ask you to go ahead, just for the next few minutes. I'm going to be very brief. Go ahead and put your phone on pleasure mode and shut your email down. Just do this because the myth is that we can multitask. Look at the research. Research already tells us that we are incapable. As human beings, we're absolutely incapable. We are capable of task switching, but not of multitasking. Furthermore, even one study told us that trying to multitask makes us dumber than somebody who's most boss. So might as well you go smoke a joint, okay, and forget about multitasking. But anyhow, let's stay here. All right, let's talk about the secret. Is there really a secret out there? No, folks, there isn't. Success leaves clues. You've heard this before. So let's go through what the rules are. If you are in any kind of a network marketing business or anything like this, you know, one of the things that happens is that most people, and I see it all the time. I see somebody who has been a professional. He owns a air conditioning company or a plumber or something, and he is a professional in his profession, and he's been doing it for 10, 15 years. And all of a sudden, he sees some kind of an opportunity, and he loses all kinds of business sense and just totally, absolutely loses it, and thus violates some of the most basic principles of any kind of a business out there. So here are the new rules that we need to follow. Don't be obsessive. I know that we get excited for the opportunity or the product that you happen to see or that we all see, and then we want to just, share that with the world, but we got to be smart in how we do it. So here's what we want to do. Don't be obsessive. If you have anything about your company right now on your page, on your personal profile, I want you to go in there and delete everything that has to do with the company. I want you to delete everything that has to do with any kind of a product. Forget about the company, forget about the product, throw away your business cards. All right, very simple. Here you got 5 things that you got to do. And then go back and think, redefine yourself. Who really are you? Remember we talk about that avatar, who your ideal client is? Well, let's find out who we really are. What is it that we really want to achieve? I know we all say, well, I want financial freedom. Guess what? There is not such a thing, because if you are passionate in something that you're doing, like Warren Buffett, like Bill Gates, like Sir Richard Branson, when you are passionate, Elon Musk, take the list. They all still work. And they have literal financial freedom, but they still work. Why? Because they're driven by their passion. They're driven by their dreams. They are driven by their vision. And this is what we got to have. We got to have that. We got to have that vision that drives us. When we take vacations, us entrepreneurs, us small business owners, us who are driven by a vision, we take vacations not for us. We take vacations for our family because they need a break from our energy. So we need to slow down. But to us, those vacations sometimes are painful. But we got to take it for them. So who are you? Redefine yourself. What is it in reality who you want to be? You want to be the leader. You want to be the one person that is respected, that everybody's looking at. You need to take care of yourself, and you need to study. You need to become an expert in your industry, and you need to set aside some time for that study, whether it's reading, which you should be doing 30 minutes twice a day, which one of the 5 habits of the super rich. Okay. And that's one of the things that you want to do. But you want to take a day out of your schedule, an entire day. This is a day for you to listen to an audiobook and extended wise, to watch webinars, to be with your coaches, to be with your mentors. This is a day that you take one day a week in order to revitalize yourself into the energy. Your calendar should be like this. I can show you how to have a calendar like this inside of 30 days. Now, I will tell you this. It takes commitment. It takes a vision. It takes passion. Because this doesn't just happen, but you can't have one like this. And in this calendar, you can't see it because I have it blurry, but there's one day. One day is no meetings with anybody. That one day is just a day to reboot, rest, watch those webinars, connect with your leaders, to your mentors, and go forth and grow. Of course, you know, that's what we want to do. But we need to feed ourselves before we can feed others. Remember in the airplanes when the oxygen masks come down, what do they tell you? Put it on you first. Then put it on somebody else. So you need to take care of yourself. Now, let's go back and talk about what we want to do in order to be able to grow our business and use social media and use the platform. Now, I said that you're going to show you, the invitation here was how to grow your network marketing business and also to be able to generate an additional income by doing so. So now we're going to get into that a little bit. So you got 2 things. You got a profile and you got a fan page. Your profile is yours. This is your personal. Your fan page. You got a fan page now? Perfect. Turn it. You can't change it, but you can create another one. You can create multiple ones, but create another one and make it as a public figure. I'm going to tell you why public figure is important. A public figure gets certain things get released to it. For example, Facebook Live. We all love it. Well, guess what? It was released as Facebook mentions only to public figures first before it was released to the rest of the population, Facebook population. So what we want to do is we want to be in that circle where we get certain things first that are beneficial to us. So create a new fan page as a public figure. In that page, what you're going to do, and I'm going to give you the recipe right now, is you're going to deliver value, you're going to deliver content. Lots of it. Never be afraid that you are giving too much. Give it away. They won't remember it anyhow, but give it away. All right? Become that public figure that people feel attracted to. Think about that. People come to you. You don't have to invite them to a meeting, to a 3-way call, to a hotel meeting. You don't have to pursue them. You deliver value and people get attracted to you. Now, we just changed the dynamics of the entire prospecting world. Now, on your personal profile, be cautious. What I want you to do here is don't put nothing political, nothing religious, nothing controversial. Now, I know some people are going to tell me, well, but I'm real deep set on my beliefs. You know, if your beliefs feed you and your family, stick to your beliefs. If your beliefs are going to hinder your potential to feed your family, they don't belong here. If I'm stepping on your toes, listen, pay attention because this is what works. If you're in a position that you're in right now, and you're in a position of power, you're in a position of income, and you've reached your dreams, then I will listen to you. But if you still want to get there, listen to those who've been there and have done it. And follow success, because success leaves clues. And I follow others that are much more successful than me. Now, having said that, here's the key of what you want to do. You're going to create that digital presence. Now, 3 things that you're going to need. You need a bridge page, you need an autoresponder, and you need to offer free training. Folks, if anything, this is the key to your success right here. You need a bridge page. I see so many people make the same mistake over and over and over. And here's just what's going to happen. Somebody comes to you, and let me ask you a question. I want you to answer this question on the chat. How many of you have been approached by the same person in the last 3 years with at least 2 to 3 or 4 different network marketing companies that they have been involved in? How many of you have seen or known anybody who has been in several multi-level marketing companies in the last couple of years? Let me know here in the chat. Yes, says Brandy. Anybody else? Yes. So what happens with those people? They lose credibility. Because this is just jumping from one thing to the next. Oh my God, man, we're going to make a lot of money here. Come on over. And then what happens is they leave. So you think to yourself, man, if I hadn't gotten involved with him, I would have been left out, out been out there hanging, because he would have never been my leader. So they don't follow. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. We hear that all the time. We hear that here. We hear it in other situations where people do business with people they like, know, and trust. So this is what happens. This is what we got to do. We got to create a bridge page. Now, what is the bridge page? And this is important to understand. Let's give value. Let's go back to that other slide where we said that what we want to do is we want to give value, deliver content. On a bridge page, we're going to have something like this. We're going to give people information. We're going to give them something that they're looking for. For example, this is the 3 lessons I learned by intimately working with 20 top leaders. Right? So, yeah, I want to know what you learned. I mean, this is innocuous. How to recruit 10 people in the next 30 days without effort. Would other people that are in the same industry be interested in that? Now we're targeting a specific avatar. Other people that are in the same industry that are interested in how improving their current position or situation in the company that they're in. So we're working. Now we're defining an avatar. Now, for example, look at this one. 35 tips to go low carb when eating out. Now, who do you think is the audience here? Tell me in the chat. Who's the audience? Is it people looking how to improve their golf? Is it people trying to improve their fishing? Yeah, people are looking to get healthy. That's right, Cody. So this is the avatar. So when they go here, guess what's going to happen? Let's go back 2 slides. See this number 2 right here? We need an autoresponder. We need a way to deliver information to these people. And also, because this page is going to allow us to see this orange button says get instant access now. See right here where it says, yes, I want access now. Actually, see my name and my email address on there. So basically what these people are going to give us is their name and email address. We are having an exchange of values. We're having a transaction. This is an economic transaction. They are getting what they perceive is of value to them, and we are getting what we perceive is of value to us, which is their name and email address. They're not even a prospect. Okay, right now they're a suspect. We still have to get them through automation to make them into a prospect, then later on maybe into a purchaser of a product, a service, or maybe eventually to be part of our group if that's something that we want to do. So when we go here, we need a bridge page. Now this bridge is something that we control, something that we have, that is ours. Please don't send people to the company's website. Oh, I pay extra because the company gives me this very specific website that's going to convert. Crap. If you can't control and put a pixel in there that you can cookie and you can do retargeting, if you don't control that database, it ain't yours. That's plain English. You need to have 100% control. They're coming to you. You are positioning yourself as the leader. You're the one who's giving the information. We're going to talk about that here just a little bit more. But you need to control that. Then the autoresponder, you communicate and you continue to deliver value to them. Then once we know if they're really interested in our product, then we offer it to them. But we're looking for customers. We need to make sales. Listen, we're in business to sell. We're in business to make money. The recruiting is additional. Now, most people focus on their recruiting and they forget about the selling, but or using the product. But we got to do that for tax reasons and for other reasons also. And that's a different webinar that we need to do. But anyhow, that's something that we're going to do. And then offer the free training. I'm going to show you why that is so freaking powerful right here. So let's go back to having this little bridge pages, this landing pages that we call them, where we're going to have to bring people in and we're going to build ourselves as the ones who's delivering the information. We become the leaders. We become the content delivery. We actually get to use this funnel to attract people, to engage them into our offer, to nurture that relationship, to sell them something, and then wow them with the delivery. Oh my God, what a concept. Look at this. And how do we do that? With automation. Can only do it with automation. You cannot be in 100 places at one time. And right now with technology, folks, we can be on 120 countries simultaneously through the internet. There's 180 some countries in the world, I think, the last I counted, but not all of them have internet. So 120 countries we can be in right now doing business through the internet, giving and delivering value. Think about that. All the borders are gone. We don't need to call somebody and meet them in the corner hotel room, hotel, whatever, for a business meeting because so-and-so is going to come and speak. Now, we can do this on the internet right now, but we have to deliver content to do it. And that way we can create a team all over the world. Now, remember we said that little slide where said we offer free training? Now, here's the key. And there's so much that I can do. We can talk about hours on how to doing this, but this is what we want to do. Create a membership area where you deliver free content specifically designed to those people that are interested in what you're offering in that niche or industry. So if you do this, they're coming to you. They're already in the industry. You already know that they're network marketers. Is there somebody that you got to convince that network marketing is the thing to do? No, they're already in the business, in the industry. They're just looking for better ways to improve themselves. So you position yourself as a leader. You give them information. And then through your sequences and your emails, you invite them into this private membership area. Oh, think about this. A private membership area where you're going to deliver more content to them. Now you can invite them into webinars and sessions and coachings and so forth and continue to position yourself. If you position yourself this way, eventually they're going to ask you and they're going to say, what company are you with? Now you are in a totally different position. You can either reveal it to them or not. You say, why not? Listen, if they are in your Facebook group and they're pain in the ass, you don't want them in your downline, right? No, you get to pick and choose. But the most beautiful part of this is something that you can just do over and over and over, and we call it laundry. It's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, and continue taking that. Now, when they say what company you're with, this is the part where you get to interview people. The way I look at it is this way. I'm building the board of directors of a company. If I am building, let's just say that you just inherited $1 million, but the inheritance documentation says that you must invest this money. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and let's just say that you're going to buy a franchise. Are you just going to go buy that franchise and set it up without coaching, without counseling? No, you need to surround yourself with your CPAs, your accountants, your attorneys, your other tax professionals. You need your real estate people. You got to build a board of directors so that you seek proper counsel. They will not lead you astray or lead you wrong because their income depends upon your success. Isn't that a noble idea? If this guy's an asshole, I am not going to prospect them and bring them into my company. Why? Because I'm going to deal with him for the next 10 to 15 years if he sticks around. If not, it's going to be a royal pain in my rear for quite some time. So what I want to do is I want to interview people because what I'm building is a board of directors. I want people that are going to be directly around me that are so invested into what they're doing that I know that every decision they're going to make is a business decision to their benefit, which ultimately will be a benefit to me and mine. I need to be able to trust them to the point that I can say to them unequivocally, listen, I need to go out of town this weekend. Here's the keys to the house. I want you to take care of my 2 daughters while I'm gone for the weekend. Can you trust them that much? Because you're going to trust your life. You're going to trust your financial future on the decisions that they make. That's where you get to interview people. And that's where you get to take it away. When you take it away from somebody, they're going to come and sell themselves to you. Think about this. When you tell somebody, yeah, I was going to share something with you, but man, I'm only looking for people that, that are willing to go the extra step. What do you think they're going to say? Oh, dude, remember that time I stayed up till such and such a time because I needed to get that done? Man, I'm one of those who goes the extra mile. All of a sudden, they're selling themselves to you. You no longer, hey, man, I got this opportunity. You know what? They're going to run away from you. So you position yourself that you are interviewing. You're only looking for a select few. And ask them about their dreams, their aspirations, what are their goals, what have been their failures. Concentrate and talk to them about their failures because you want to know how they're going to react when they hear a no. out of this entire list that you got right here in front of you, perhaps how they react on their failures is by far the most important one of all. And what's their why? Why do they do what they do? Is it because they have to, or is it because they have a passion in their heart to get something done? And that is when people get attracted to you. You're no longer chasing them. Now they're chasing you. Connect with them. Connect with people. Listen, look at your profile. You probably got a lot of people that you have there as friends that you haven't talked to in a long time. Now, every person that follows you and every like is not a friend, is not a purchaser. Some of them are muchas and some of them are other things. Okay, I have people in my profile that I like everything they say because why? Because there's a political relationship or it's a family member and you don't want to offend. So, you like everything they say, but will they ever buy from you? No. So they're not your audience. They're not your ideal client. But search the ones that are. Connect with them. Hey, John, how are you? Sorry, we've been friends for some time, but have never really talked. How are you? I see that you just changed profession, recently made a change. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I just heard about you saw that, look at their pages. I had an interesting situation happen to me about 3-4 months ago. I had a major network marketer. I mean, a gentleman who's produced over $34 million in this industry in the last 16 years. And he calls me for lunch and I'm going like, what? And I know him personally. And I said, sure. And he said, I've been through your pages. And I go, what do you mean my pages? He goes, you have this page, this page, this page, this page, this page. And I've scrolled all the way down. And then he proceeded to, we proceeded to talk about, some things, the project that he was working on and so forth. But it was interesting that he went and he looked at all my different connections on my pages and he researched. You want to do the same thing because you're looking for that right kind of people. Remember, you're building that board of directors. Then ask, also here's another thing. When they make a change, ask them, how do you like it? I know you left a particular place. Now you're in another one. Make that connection. Follow the conversation. Don't leave them alone. Listen, if you start 2 or 3 or 4 of these connections, actually the key number is 5 of these connections a day. Remember that calendar I showed you? You're going to need 2 of those books because you're always going to be following up and keep a record. If you got to use some kind of a, program or something, I suggest you get one, so some kind of a Trello or, there's a particular one that I use, but, use a kind of a program that you can follow these conversations. Don't trust the emails. Don't trust the chat messenger. Use different venues because if one goes down, you lose it. Remember, if that conversation's in chat and chat goes down, it's gone. So export that information and put it somewhere where it is yours, offering them something of value. Hey, listen, I recently wrote a booklet and I'm looking for unbiased opinions of people that can read it and then send it to them and make it generic about success, about business or something like this, something that other people can relate to. And that way they can go back to you. It's kind of, wow, this is interesting, man. I didn't know this about you or, oh, that story on page, 34, that was interesting, it connected with me in such and such a way. Awesome, dude. Listen, can I use that on my next print? Remember, we're doing digital books, so we can reprint a book and, instantly. Can I use your, testimonial on my next printing? Well, sure. Now you just elevated them. Now they feel like they're important. Awesome. And what would you do next if you were in that situation? Ask them, connect with them. Next thing is kind of like, really, Ruben, are you really involved in that company? Or, what company you're with right now? Because those are experiences that you wrote about something you did 10 years ago. You see how things change and you can turn things around. Now, one of the things I mentioned and Brenny mentioned in the introduction is how you can turn all of this into a second income. That's very simple. All these people that you're connecting with, they're all in what industry? We already know that they're in the network marketing industry. They're looking for additional information. They're looking for that one piece of golden nugget or something that's going to help them go to the next level, maybe even in the company that they're in. But they're connecting with you. But maybe they don't have a bridge page. Maybe they don't know how to build a bridge page. Maybe they don't know how to build an autoresponder sequence, how to create one. Maybe they don't know how to build a membership site so that they can duplicate what you're doing. Did you get that? Let me know right here in the chat. Did you just get what I said? Because now it opens the world to a whole new business model that has nothing to do with the industry. Now they're coming to you and say, wow, how do, I want to continue with the company that I'm with, I'm doing good, or I'm, whatever reasons. But now they say, what did you make that page with? You can say, well, listen, it's real simple. I use this company called Builderall. And it allows me to build all my pages, all my bridge pages. I do webinars for my people. I record them and then I put them in evergreen so people get signed up for the special trainings that I do. And they have to opt in or re-opt in, and they get into my email sequences. I give away my free trainings to people in different companies all over the world. Some end up buying my products. Some end up becoming my distributors. But guess what? Every single one of them needs to have their own bridge page, their own autoresponder. Now, that is an additional source of income that pays you 30%. I don't know if your company's doing that for you right now, or whoever's drinking the juice or the potion or the pill and stops taking it. Do they still need to have their bridge page, their autoresponder sequence, and their membership area, no matter what company they decide to jump to every 2 to 3 months? Are we cool with this info, folks? Do you think that you could probably make a bigger living coaching and helping people in multiple companies than you can probably pushing a juice, a pill, a powder, or a cream in your own company? I think so. I've seen it done. I've done it. When you generate several thousands from the tool, who cares about the product? I don't have to compete. I know where I stand. So folks, define your business by the people you serve, not by the product you sell them. My name is Ruben, and I'm here to deliver value to you. And I hope that this has been something that you've gotten some benefit from. And maybe some ideas get to spark in your head of what it is that you can do to take your business to the next level. And this is how you build a network marketing company without talking to friends and family or spending $15,000 to build one. I wish you the best. I'll see you, like we used to say, have said for many years, and oh my God, I get goosebumps, in the beaches of the world, because I live in one. Brenny, this is all yours, baby. I'll see you, like we used to say, have said for many years, and oh my God, I get goosebumps, in the beaches of the world, because I live in one. Brenny, this is all yours, baby.
Whoop, whoop. Well, don't go anywhere, Ruben. Let me shut that feedback down there from Facebook. They're going crazy on Facebook. They're really loving this. We've got probably 100 people between Zoom and here. I absolutely love this because it's a new way of looking at things, because people are chasing. Please sign up with me. And like you said, they start in one multi-level and they've probably been in several. So this is fantastic. And Ruben, this can be applied to life. I mean, this doesn't just have to be multi-level. I see your vision of multi-level, but the information you're giving here is free coaching, free mentorship on how to give value, on how to see things from a different point of view. The perception is wonderful. I just am loving this. Let's see, we got some more chat messages here. Amazing stuff, Ruben. You're right.
Thank you, Jay.
Go way beyond Builderall. And I love also how you talked about the bridge page, because I'm noticing a lot of people going, I don't understand what's going on, because they don't have a bridge page. Brilliant, brilliant information.
See, One of the
Guys,
things that happened,
for those of you on Facebook, if you want to jump over to Zoom, just go in the Builderall Mastery group, go to events, click on Ruben, you'll see the link to Zoom. We are going to stay on the call and he's going to answer questions. We call it the after party. So we want to thank everybody that showed up live. I want to thank everybody who's showing up around the world and watching the replays. We know we're going to have over 500 just like we did for Seth. So please be active in the group. Ask us questions. Ruben's very passionate about what he does, and he's a leader that cares and wants you to be successful. I'm going to go apply many of the things you said today because I haven't been doing them right. And I am at a multi-level, but I don't chase people, but I want to make more money. And I see how I can do that. So thank you, Ruben. Okay, guys, I'm going to end. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great presentation. Excellent presentation. Happy to listen to more. Well, we can always have another interview with Ruben later. Okay, guys? So I'm saying thank you to Facebook. Peace and love. And I will stop the recording when